This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No.
This
Just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Thursday, ladies.
Yes.
It's
Happy
Stephanie
Thursday.
Jones joining the panel.
Yes.
Oh, I get a round of applause.
Stephanie an OG. It's like, come on now.
I didn't get that when the Queen died. So thank you.
We were being very calm.
How's everything going, Steph? Still, how long do you have to wear black for?
No, I'll be honest, like, I love the Queen, obviously, as I've made very abundantly clear, but this is solely for fashion and practical reasons
okay.
today.
I thought it was a
It's
thing.
really cold here in Denver today, so I thought I'd pull out a turtleneck and be snuggly, but also I'll do it in commemorance. Of course.
There you go. I grew up in like an Italian neighborhood, as you know, and like when people's husbands would die, they'd wear black for like a year.
Oh, yeah.
So there's ladies walking around like everyone's in black.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how long you have to do it with the Queen.
A year is intense. I don't have that much.
A year is a long time.
I think Queen Victoria
I think
wore
it was.
black the rest of her life after she lost Albert, her husband.
Yeah, well, let's maybe turn the page and talk about something
a bit happier?
a little more lighthearted. How about spitting? Let's talk about spitting. So Olivia Wilde was on The Late Show yesterday and cleared up a bunch of rumors about her movie, Don't Worry, Darling. So first, Olivia addressed Spitgate. That's where I was going with that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That was weird.
Or at least, I was trying to transition. Or at least a moment where it looked like Harry Styles spit on Chris Pine. Let's watch.
Harry did not spit on Chris, in fact, but that
Only time will tell.
No, he really didn't.
Well,
He did.
we shall see.
No, we've seen it. We've seen
Science
it.
isn't
He
in.
did. No.
Sticking to her guns. All right, so next, Olivia also addressed why Shia Labeouf said he quit her film after she said he was fired. Olivia said he gave her an ultimatum of choosing either him or lead actress Florence Pugh. Olivia said she chose Florence, so Shia had to leave. Olivia also shot down the rumor that the two are feuding. A lot of rumors on this show.
Yeah.
Olivia said she found it interesting that the male directors are never asked about their cast. She said there are different standards for men and women, especially in Hollywood, where men are often praised for their bad behavior, and it never overtakes conversations about their talent or their film.
That's the thing. I have no idea what this movie is about. All I know is all the drama surrounding it.
I mean, yeah, no, Lindsay, that's fair. I've seen the trailer, and I really want to actually see it, although the reviews are shocking.
Horrible.
I think
which I'm
the
really
movie's
disappointed
horrible.
about.
The movie's supposed to be just like at 38% on Rotten Tomatoes. You're absolutely right. And I just have to say, this entire press tour has just been another movie in itself. That to me is more like stimulating and interesting. It's clear that Florence won't even look at Olivia Wilde on the red carpet.
Yeah,
they won't stand
there's
next to her.
nothing.
You see a shot where Nick Kroll has to stand because no one wants to stand in the press lineup next to Olivia. She won't go to any of the press red carpets. She's not going to any of the premieres. She goes and then she leaves. So there's a major feud between 3 or 4 of those people, and Olivia is trying to straighten out with a laugh, and it's just not working.
Let me ask you this, and I don't know why in my head someone's like, Jeff, don't ask because you're with 3 women. But let me ask you this. Why is it fair for her to say that, use the women card directing in Hollywood, when her movie is going in 40 different directions bad, okay? Is it okay to play that card saying, this isn't me, this is Hollywood's fault because they don't respect women? Is that okay to play that card?
I'll just say the context for that is she apparently cheated on Jason Sudeikis with Harry Styles in the movie, and that's what she's saying. If I was a male and I had an affair with a co-star that's a female, that would have been seen like all right instead of like this huge blow up. So that's the context behind what she was saying. She had
to get this toxic. It's like Jeff said,
there's got to be a lot going on.
The common denominator is actually you as at the helm of the film.
Thank you.
So we have to have some self-awareness about that. But then there's also this thing about there's probably a lot of directors that go crazy and do different things that make the staff lose their minds, but that's not overwhelmingly more important to the news cycle than the actual movie that comes out. So I think that's her argument, but it's the common denominator is still her, obviously.
That's kind of where I was going, and yeah,
it's hard to play, and I see what you mean, that she kind of pulled it out there to save the movie a bit.
When there's 100 other things going wrong.
Yeah, she's desperate.
Yeah,
I got to watch it for myself so I can make my own judgment. So Brad Pitt may be considered one of Hollywood's most handsome leading men, but he was recently asked who he thinks is the most handsome man in the world. Great question. Let's watch.
The immediate go-to is Paul Newman because he aged so gracefully and by all reports a really special, giving, warm, and truthful human being. If I was going to name someone president, well, I got to name that George Clooney because why not? because usually I'm always taking him out and he's always taking me out. And this time I'm going to go the other way. Just this once. George, that one's for you.
I think that's really sweet, actually. But, oh, there's mine, popping on up before I even.
Oh, I was going to say, who's yours, Steph? Because you're not really a fan of Brad Pitt or George Clooney.
No, I'm a fan, but I don't find Brad attractive. Oh. No, it's like such a controversial thing here. Everyone's like, what? I think it's a blonde hair thing for me. It's just like I would never want to date someone who looks like me. And it's like blonde and you know what I mean?
As opposed to Tori.
So I think this is I don't think it's a generous photo, but Cary Grant for me is like the ultimate gentleman. Yep. I love the suaveness. I love how he dresses. Yep. He's very well put together. We all know I like my men older. Here we are.
I like that you went old school Hollywood though.
Yeah, I'm not into this like, oh, I'm probably gonna get everyone hates me already, let's be honest, but like I don't like all this like more modern, more feminine kind of vibe for me. Like I like men to be really masculine.
Yeah. Who hates you?
No one hates.
No, I mean someone will be like, oh my God, she's discriminating. I like them all, great.
Tori, how about you? Who would you pick?
That was great. Gene Kelly's also up there with me.
No, Gene Kelly was like a big tie for me.
Yeah, that's a great choice. I went with the one and only. I know it's basic, but Brad Pitt himself. And I have to be honest.
Wow, way to reach outside the box.
Look at that moment in Legends of the Fall when the raindrop hits his hat, and then it falls over, and you see his nose and his dimple and his little weird shirt and the horses.
I wouldn't have picked that exact moment.
That's the one. That's the moment for me.
Okay.
That's it.
How about you, Linz?
You're about to hate me, but I picked Colin because let me tell you why.
What is going on with you guys?
Well, let me tell you why. I literally rolled up on Colin.
He's a handsome man. I'm going to give you that.
I rolled up on Colin in the club and was like, I was tipsy. I was like, you are looking so good. And he's like, huh? And I'm like, where are you from? He's like, Houston. I'm like, oh my God, I love Houston, man. Mind you, I had only met like 2 guys from Houston. They opened the door for me and I was so flattered.
love it.
But I think Colin, like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, he's still fine. I think Colin looks so good.
We look absolutely awful.
We look like jerks.
Wow.
So I don't really care about celebrities. Colin's for me.
Listen, that was a good answer. He is a little cutie. Yeah. He is a cutie. His personality makes him more handsome.
Yes, he's so sweet.
He'll be so happy and pleased with the segment because I asked him to send me nice pictures. He sent me like 45 as Ken. So he thinks that he looks good as well.
We did get a picture of him with water dripping off of his hat.
Oh, yeah.
Who's yours?
Turn Tori. Ricky Martin. Come on, man.
No, Ricky Martin's
Ricky Martin's the most handsome man in the world.
He's
this
stunning.
is throwback Ricky Martin.
He's beautiful.
It's like perfect.
And by the way, all those Ricky Martin rumors, they're not true.
No, they're not.
No.
Yeah.
And he's countersuing.
Yeah, well, he should. I don't know if you guys know that, but there's some. Because you know what's weird? We heard all those things, and again, I don't know why I'm jumping to this, but we heard all those rumors about Ricky Martin. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up.
Yeah.
And you never heard the retraction of it. You just heard Ricky Martin did this.
The headline.
Allegedly to his nephew, and that wasn't the case. And I'm like, I wish we'd do a story about retracting that story, and that was all a lie.
You're right, and that's why he's
countersuing now.
Yeah, but I mean, I wish the media would pick that up as well, too, right? Handsome man.
Very handsome.
And still a good
And Jeff, you are as well.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
You guys are fishing over here. All right. Coming up on DBL, our interview with a very handsome man, Carson Kressley from the original Fab Five. He's telling us all about his latest adventure in reality TV. And Kanye West opens up about co-parenting with Kim Kardashian. That's next.
Closed captioning provided by
Hey, just stopping by to say we're taking over with me. We're taking over. You know what time it is. We're taking over.
We're live. So we're still on up here talking about who are the men. I mean, there are so many. I mean, and I don't think Brad Pitt is ugly by any stretch of the imagination. He's a very handsome man, but it's just not necessarily for me. But that's personal taste, isn't it?
Huh. I'm eating a whole protein
I
bar.
wonder if did you ever interview Brad Pitt?
No.
You know, some people have like that star quality. It's like.
No, apparently he's very, very.
But you know what I mean? It's like
kind
captivating. Like people say, if you talk to like Obama or something, right?
Let me tell you.
It's like you get that. I wonder if he has that when you change your mind.
No, I think he is. I do look at him and I think, oh yeah, he's good looking. I don't think he's ugly, but it's just not. It's like I could never date a blonde person. Really? Just never.
What if he wooed you? What if Brad Pitt wooed you? You'd say no?
I wouldn't want to date Brad Pitt. Hell no. He wouldn't have to woo me. The answer would be a hard no. Also, like Leonardo DiCaprio, no way.
What?
Because they're too famous. They have people throwing themselves at them every day. I feel the same way about like anyone that's a sports star or anything like that. I would never. I think you're literally setting yourself up for a life of misery. Literally.
If you're not okay with like.
Steph saying she wouldn't
What, them
date Brad
cheating on
Pitt.
you all the time?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, of course. Why would you want to do that?
It's true.
Why would you want to do that?
Okay, sign that contractual agreement.
You said to me,
Okay, you do you.
Yeah, no.
you just said to me, Steph said she wouldn't date Leonardo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt. I said she doesn't have to.
No.
That's a good answer. That was good.
No, I would rather be with someone that literally isn't like, one, someone in the public eye. I think you're asking for problems.
For
because
sure.
women will throw themselves and you know, I think, like, look at Adam Levine. He's dating a Victoria's supermodel. He's got children. It didn't stop him. You know, I wouldn't want to put myself in that situation. What, to be with
No,
someone
you're
who's
right.
famous?
You're right. Yeah.
It's just making your life miserable, isn't it?
As opposed, I mean, that's a refreshing take as opposed to, I mean, the line that people have, just
No, like,
wanting to date them because
I
who
think
they
a
are.
couple of my girlfriends.
Oh, David, will you move this?
Welcome back. Kanye West is apologizing to Kim for his online rants. In an interview with GMA, Kanye said he was sorry that his outbursts on social media have caused his ex stress, but added he struggles to have a voice while co-parenting with Kim. Let's watch.
I do have a voice, but I had to fight for it. That hurts you when you have to like scream about what your kids are wearing. And it's just little nuances where there was a parallel to what was happening at Gap, what was happening at Adidas, and what was happening in my home. It was all a kind of a disregard for the voice of something that I co-created.
So Kanye added that the main tension with Kim is about him wanting his kids to go to the newly created Donda school, his newly academy that he created, right. Did you say Kanye and Kim were going to get back together? Who made that call?
Me.
Listen, I don't know why this seems like an olive branch of him wanting to get back together. And I thought that was no chance.
Yeah,
were you thinking that?
I think that they might get back together. I still think that they might. I mean, I know that he
are crazy.
Yeah, no, I think it's gone way too far now. No.
They're still gonna have to see each other for the next 18 years or so, all the time.
For co-parenting, but I don't think it's anything to do romantic.
I think we've seen him olive branch all you want like 100 times now. I think he's crossed that line publicly so many times.
I agree.
There's only so that you could maybe once, tops twice, but I mean at this point it's embarrassing for Kim, and she's now saying she wants to date a doctor, a lawyer. She's done with the show business people. So yeah, no, he's there's no way that's ever rekindling.
She likes routine. She's pretty shy, and he's really erratic. And I've been very open about his bipolar disease. And I think, not that it's that, but I think she wants a more stable routine with someone out of the public's eye, and that's not Kanye.
Yes, I think she wants someone calmer, like you said, more secluded.
Yeah.
And also, like,
you think she's going to date somebody that's not famous?
Yeah, I think she might.
No way.
She might date somebody that's super wealthy.
Well, yes.
Yeah, obviously he's not going to be.
Heck yeah.
Like Rihanna.
Remember Rihanna was dating an oil billionaire or something, and like that went on for years. I think something like that is more along.
I think it's got to be a tie. She cannot not have the media follow her. I think it's a part of their life.
She doesn't need Kanye for the media.
No,
I think she wants someone who will be secondary to her, and her voice will always be louder and portrayed in a manner in which she wants. I think she's done with someone overpowering her.
I agree.
She doesn't need that. It's Kim Kardashian.
But I want to honorable mention that in that interview, Kanye also brought up the fact that Sway did have the answers. If you remember that interview from back in the day, he said, I want to just be honest, Sway did have the answers, because Sway was telling him that he should sell his Yeezys and all his brand direct to consumer. And that's when he started screaming, Sway, you do not have the answers. Well, he realized with all this drama that perhaps he had the star power to sell his sneakers and items directly to consumers. So
Sway,
he admit that Sway knows what he's talking about.
I love Sway.
That joke got...
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
He got persuaded.
To agree with Sway.
It was a good joke. You just the timing was off. You have to say
it like firmly and like.
Yeah, you have to be like, so he swayed him to sell Yeezys. Okay. Let's try it again.
Go.
Wait, so Sway made it.
Yeah, so basically he said that Sway did have the answer.
Oh, interesting.
It sounds like he was persuaded.
It was better.
It was. That laugh track.
Oh my.
Thank
I like the redoing of stuff. Coming up on DBL, our interview with Carson Kressley from the original Queer Eye. He's giving us the scoop on the latest Drag Race spinoff.
Cute.
Yeah, I agree.
Recently, we verified red cars don't cost more to insure. Since then, we've gotten a lot of comments stating your credit score can affect your cost of insurance. So let's verify. Our source is the North Carolina Department of Insurance and North Carolina law. Under North Carolina law, insurance companies licensed to sell home and car insurance may use credit scores in determining your insurance premiums.
The North Carolina Department of Insurance states insurance companies believe credit history can be used to predict insurance claims filing activity.
It states consumers with better credit histories are believed to have fewer and smaller losses and therefore file fewer claims. North Carolina law allows insurance companies to use your credit information when determining your policy. However, insurance companies are not allowed to use your credit score as the sole reason in terminating an insurance policy or changing the rate of your insurance. There are other factors that go into determining your insurance rate, like your driving record, age, your gender, and more. So we can verify that, yes, your credit score does factor into how much you pay for car insurance. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
You get 7 or 8 hours of sleep and you still wake up feeling groggy. Let's connect the dots. The Sleep Foundation describes sleep inertia as a feeling of grogginess, disorientation, and cognitive impairment when you first wake up. It usually lasts anywhere between 15 minutes to an hour, but in some cases, it can last hours. The cause of sleep inertia is not clear, but it tends to show up in people with irregular sleep schedules. Think shift workers or people who stay up late on the weekend. What can you do about it? Napping can help, but experts say those naps shouldn't be longer than 30 minutes. Caffeine can also help kick off those cobwebs from sleep inertia. All that in addition to healthy sleep habits like limiting screen use before bed and keeping your bedroom cool and dark. And that is Connecting the Dots.
Welcome back. His fabulous Queer Eye comes in handy as one of the judges in season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race Secret Celebrity. Earlier, the best, Carson Kressley, joined our conversation with guest co-host Mary Lou Henner about Dancing with the Stars.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. My fellow
I'm so happy to see. I know, I'm so happy to see you. I'm such a fan and lover of you. And I was so excited to hear all of your take on Dancing with the Stars because as a fellow alum, I was glued to the computer. There I am, doing my moves like Jagger.
Wow.
I know.
Look at you, boy, you what a spirit. I mean, you were fantastic. You know, and on that show, you have to give 100% always. It's fantastic. Now, I have to ask you, you made it all the way through week 5, so I know how grueling, that's like that tipping point middle section. Did you have injuries like the ones I talked about and showed bruises?
No, I just couldn't dance. I think I did that season 13, and I don't know, they're up to like season 97. But I do have, for all of the ages, I will always remember Dancing with the Stars because I actually do have a compressed Achilles tendon on my, I was just feeling it today. I was like, what, is this still happening? I have lifelong friendships with amazing people that I met doing the show. So I'll take the damaged Achilles tendon. It was worth it.
Well, let's talk about another family you're a part of because some celebs eliminated from season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race Secret Celebrity include Loretta Devine, Taylor Dayne, and your Queer Eye co-host, Tom.
We've had so much fun doing RuPaul's Secret Celebrity Drag Race every Friday at 8 on VH1. And you know, the celebs their identity is kept secret, and it's, you know, you'd think it wouldn't be that hard, but it was. And even, you know, Tom Felicia, who I know very, very well, I did 100 episodes of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy with him and other TV shows. We're very close. And I did not know it was him during his entire first number until he actually spoke. And I was like, wait a minute, I know this central New York, Syracuse accent. So it's really fun to watch everybody and you know, see their journey on the show. It's like Dancing with the Stars. Like you see celebrities completely out of their comfort zone, doing something pretty insane.
I love the Secret Celebrity Edition. I love it so much. Okay, I got to talk to you about the 20th anniversary of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Did you ever, because we look back as opposed to the Queer Eye today, right? Did you ever have reservations then about being, because you guys are the pioneers, about being on an openly gay TV show?
Right. Well, no one knew I was gay before, so I was like, this is going to be a big coming out. No. Yeah, we all did. I remember when the show was coming out, and of course it was called Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. There was a poster of it right there.
Yep.
And I did not tell my family. I told them I was doing a reality show, and they're like, "What's the name?" And I was like, "I don't know. It doesn't know yet."
Working title.
Yeah, and we were going to be on the cover of TV Guide, and I think it was called like the Gay Summer Heat Wave. I was like, "Oh, I better get cracking on this announcement." We all had some reservations about, you know, the enormity of like telling everybody your personal story, but it was not a big deal, at least not for me and my family. And then it wound up being a gigantic, huge blessing, because that thing that you felt was an Achilles heel, and I'll circle back with that theme, now becomes something that you're celebrated for. And I was like, what? It was an amazing, amazing personal journey for me that was just very, very positive in every way.
Well, it made a lot of people feel seen, Carson. Thank God for you. And we appreciate you, DBL Nation. Catch season 2 of RuPaul's Secret Celebrity Drag Race on VH1. We'll be right back. Thank you, Carson.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
boxer Mike Tyson has entered the cannabis industry, and with some of his signature flair. One of his most notorious moments was when he bit Evander Holyfield's ear during a 1997 bout. And now he's capitalizing on that moment by selling THC-infused gummies in the shape of a bitten ear. But some headlines and posts on social media claimed he can't sell the gummies in one of the country's most weed-friendly states, Colorado, because the state has a ban on human-shaped edibles. So, is that true? We verified using these sources. Recreational cannabis has been legal in Colorado for nearly a decade, and since then, the state has passed plenty of regulations on what kinds of weed products can be sold.
For instance, in 2016, the state legislature passed a law that banned, quote, production and sale of edible marijuana-infused products that are in the distinct shape of a human, animal, or fruit. The law was designed to prevent weed companies from marketing to children, and to avoid kids mistaking edibles for things like Sour Patch Kids, gummy bears, or fruit snacks. And according to the State Marijuana Enforcement Division, the phrase, the distinct shape of a human, includes the shape of any and all individual human body parts.
And that means ears, even pre-bitten ones.
So we can verify, yes, a Colorado law prohibits Mike Tyson from selling his ear-shaped edibles in the state.
Tyson's team did not respond to our request for comment. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
The Federal Reserve is on a mission to tame rising inflation in the U.S. and once again raised interest rates. Its Federal Open Market Committee has voted on increases at 5 of its last 6 meetings this year. A Verify viewer texted us to ask if there's an annual limit on rate hikes. So let's verify. Is there a limit to how many times the Federal Reserve can adjust interest rates? Our sources are the Federal Reserve Act, economics professor Alan Ginn, and David Wessel with the Brookings Institution. In 1913, Congress passed the Federal Reserve Act. This gave the Federal Reserve 2 jobs: to support maximum employment and to keep prices stable by holding inflation around 2%. Wessel tells Verify the law allows the Fed substantial flexibility to do its job by raising or lowering interest rates in response to changes in the economy. Simply put, a higher rate means it's more expensive to borrow money, which leads to higher rates for car loans and mortgages, which should decrease demand and help keep inflation in check. A lower rate does the opposite. All of our sources say there are no restrictions on how often or how much the Fed can raise rates. So, no. There is not a limit to how many times the Federal Reserve can adjust interest rates. Ginn tells Verify he expects the Fed will continue raising rates through the end of the year, but isn't expecting many more increases in 2023. With your Verify,
Are you skeptical of headlines and what you see on social media? We are too. The Verify newsletter answers your questions, clarifies what's true and false, and even includes a daily fun fact. Go to verifythis.com/email to check it out.
Welcome back. It's Thursday, and that means we've got some great deals for you today from our friends at Morning Save. Just say, hey, here's some Morning Save deals. Check it out.
Steph, what do you have for us today?
First up, we've got Tech Impressions multi-position memory foam laptop stand.
Cute.
So I want to be clear here, the deal comes with this laptop pillow. The laptop that I'm showing you is not included. So we've got it available in 4 colors, taupe, navy, purple, and charcoal. So normally this is $35, but we've got it for $17.99. So that's saving everyone 49%. Now we've got the Royale USA Deluxe 3-in-1 styling set. So this deal includes 1 Royale base, 1 volume comb, 1 straightening brush, and 1 curler.
That's so much.
So normally this bundle is $200, but we've got it for just $19.99. I know, which saves 90%. Next up, this is so fun and so useful. We've got a 2-pack of PopSonic LED compact mirrors. So this deal includes 2 mirrors that are slightly oversized for a better view, but they're still compact enough to fit anywhere, so it's the perfect travel mirror. So normally these are $30 each, so $60 in total, but we've got it for $9.99 for 2 of them. So we are giving you savings of 83%. Now for our last product, we have got the Vonkyo Go 300 Smart Mini Portable Projector with a 120-inch screen.
Oh, wow.
So this deal includes 1 projector and 1 projector screen with an installation kit. So normally this is $350, but we've got it toyed for $129.99. So it saves everyone 63%.
Whoa! Head on over to morningsave.com, y'all, to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you can even just scan that QR code. It's going to take you directly to these products right on Morning Save's website. Thank you so much, Steph.
Great job as always. So, Steph, I'm still thinking about what we were talking about in the break.
Which one?
You were saying if Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio would try to woo you, you would refuse.
Absolutely. Who wants to be one of like many when you can be with someone and you're their one of one?
I would think about
the whole world. The whole world are throwing themselves at these men, and do you really think they're going to be with just you?
I'd watch out, because that's going to turn them on even more.
I do.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place.